most captivating podcast out there with your host, Prometheus. Finish him!
Shield is down. I'm in position and ready for immediate assault.
Negative, Commander. Not against a ship that size. Not on your own.
Sir, permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
Welcome to the Dragon's Den, one of your most captivating podcasts out there, with your host, Lemiki.
What's good, good people. Happy Saturday, episode 102. Welcome back. Woo! It's been a long week, a lot of great news. We got a lot of great topics, and we also got a lot of great guests. Well, really two great guests. But we're going to start off with Scrub, a.k.a. my right-hand killer crime COD partner. Scrub Nurse, what you been up to, how you been doing, and what's been going on with you?
Man, been doing good. Trying to do the best I can. Been doing a little bit of gaming, but not as much. Been busy with work, stuff with family. Y'all know how I go. But if you hadn't had a chance, go check out that Halo Season 5. If you ran away from Halo, it's a bunch of stuff that made you mad and you didn't like it no more. Go check it out. It's definitely worth it. I'm loving it. Also been playing a little of that Phantom Liberty DLC. Shout out to Idris Elba. And then, of course, your COD. I kind of been backing away from COD because COD, all of it's rolling over. Even the Battle Pass is rolling over for the first season because they won't start off with a new season. So I'm just
wait a minute. I don't got to rush to beat it?
No, because that Battle Pass rolls over because you know how it starts off season one. Season one doesn't start off till like a couple of weeks after the game is launched. So if you pre-ordered it, you got your campaign starting on the 2nd. And when the multiplayer starts, it will still be this Battle Pass that's right now, season 6. And all your coins roll over, all your double XP rolls over, your characters roll over. Your guns, weapons, all of that rolls over. So I just said, let me sit on that for a while. I'm going to play me some Halo.
You know what? I've been trying to beast through that goddamn season pass because I lost out on one of them, season 4. So I said, I ain't doing that again. And I end up having to make a purchase. Buy my way through. But work is work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Holla at me. I'll run through it with you.
Yeah, I've been struggling with these lobby rats. And all you lobby rats in Call of Duty that do not communicate, please stop playing with me. Please. Don't even buy Modern Warfare 3. Go buy Pokemon or something. Something you can play by yourself. I don't know, man. But anyway, we're going to move into our other guest, the host with the most, a.k.a. 4GQ TV's host. If y'all don't know who he is, that's my man Clowns, but he looks like the killer from House of a Thousand Corpses. But he said he's somebody else, but I don't know. Clowns, what's been good with you, brother?
What's up, Juggalos? I'm here to talk about how Xbox is doing. We're crushing the competition by Sony.
Well, you know, this is Halloween, and this definitely is type of year, but my man Michael Myers is tucked into the closet. But we're going to get into the dude with the still face, the most electrifying YouTuber on the planet. Y'all see his right-hand side profile. It's my man, PK. What's good with you, PK?
Yo, what's good, everybody? Hey, thanks for coming out, Nurse. Hey, and Clowns. First of all,
yes, sir.
Just so you know, he's not in character. That's just who he is. Just so you guys out there, that's the real him. Don't let him fool you.
What you been playing, bro?
Diablo 4 Season 2.
And you're not even a Diablo guy.
Well, I just never played Diablo before, but it's a good game. Can I say? Definitely something I like diving into.
All right. Okay. And now we got Mr. Munchie himself, the man with the locks that rocks, a.k.a. the California King. My man, Super G with them headphones. It's not going to work with Project Q, or what you call it, the Portal.
You guys love that. What's up, everybody? Hey, this week I'm not munching. I just got water. Okay, just got water. But I'm excited to be back, man. Got great freaking guests. We got Scrub Nurse, who's always entertaining when he comes through, and then Clowns is on one today. So ICP, throw your hands up.
What?
Where's that Fago drink?
Oh, don't get that going. But hey, I'm excited to be back, man. I haven't really been playing much. I had a crazy accident at work that kind of took me out for a little bit. But when I was playing Spider-Man 2, bro.
That shouldn't take you too long.
You like that PK?
Oh, it shouldn't take you too long. I mean, you can't beat it in one day, so maybe just one working
everybody
session.
don't game like you, all right?
Yo, hold on. How long we been streaming?
I mean, we can literally do it in one podcast and get it done.
Ooh.
Just saying.
We don't run shows like ILP over here. You gotta relax, bro. All that 5-hour stuff ain't us.
Hey man,
Do that.
I'm just saying. I will wait. I'm gonna wait until the game. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till I can.
5 hours.
I'm gonna wait till I can pay for the game for every hour it takes to beat it.
Oh man.
Yeah, right now you're paying. I think it's like $7.70 an hour just to play that game.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
good.
unless you call pest control.
Man.
For the bugs. Yo, I haven't ran into a bug yet, though. I got like 10 hours in. I haven't ran into a bug. So.
The bug is how short it is. What are you talking about? And then they're gonna sell the DLC as a separate game, so get ready for that one.
Oh wow. Can I do my intro?
Handle it.
Are y'all finished?
I don't know. I always start something, huh?
Yeah, you damn sure did. You know how to put the battery in that boy's back. Well, it's the host with the most. It's your man, Lemetius, a.k.a. Right Hand of Zeus, and welcome back, everybody, man. And let me say, shout out to this community, man. Y'all have been coming out, giving us 1Ks, 2Ks, half a man's, and last week's podcast, or the week before last podcast, we have reached over 3,800 views. And without y'all, there is no us, man. So please give yourselves a round of applause. I greatly appreciate it. We greatly appreciate it because we could be doing this in Xbox Live parties, Discord chats. It don't matter. But for y'all to come out here and give us your time, that's what makes us do what we do. That's the facts because y'all listening to our nonsense sometimes. And sometimes you be listening to PKs. You don't play game rants. But we all support the PK. But we're going to jump into these hot topics. We're going to jump into one that got the community kind of salty over there in a place that immediately approved the ABK deal. So we're going to start off with my man Scrub Nurse. Price hike, Xbox Series S, same price, PS5 Slim, or PS5 Digital, because the Slim costs more than PS5, but we ain't going to go there. Scrub, talk to me. Price hikes, Brazil. What's going on, man?
I'm not liking it. Well, normally price hikes, I don't like it when it comes to a console that's been out for a couple of years. It'd be different if you would say, oh, they hiked the price of Game Pass $1 or something like that. But if the Xbox Series S, which is the lowest price to jump in on the current gen, is the same as a PS5, but nobody said anything that the Xbox Series X went up, it was only the S that went up in this situation. Something seems a little off. Like we were talking earlier, I don't know what's going on. There might be some payments as far as, overseas shipment price hikes on that going up, so they transfer it to the customers because that's what any corporation does. No corporation is your friend. If they have to incur any costs, it gets passed down to the consumer. But for it to go up that much and be as much as the PS5, I want an explanation. I mean, I just want to hear somebody say, oh, it's because of such and such. Make it make sense. Like, folks, just make it make sense.
Facts. Okay. Clowns, tackle this situation, man. What do you think it is could be possibly? Could it be, it can be the parts went up because it's supposed to be as the systems get older, the parts get cheaper. So what could it be possible? What possibly could it be for Microsoft to raise these prices?
Well, I don't know if it's just Microsoft. It could be because the economy in Brazil has increased inflation by 10% and they like to spend money. Maybe they just like to spend money. those banks and those rates so high in Brazil, they must love it because nobody is complaining except for Americans.
Okay, all right. You know, I don't know. I don't speak their language, but I ain't seen nobody complaining. But I don't know. I ain't complaining because it ain't me. But PK, talk to me. Price hikes, Brazil. You know they approved that ABK deal, one of the very early adapters to that decision. So talk to me. Is this a slap in the face to Brazil?
I don't really know.
What the hell you eating?
But I stole Super G's snacks.
That's why I can't find them. Hey, but I don't be snacking on thighs though. I'm just saying.
Oh!
Oh wow, that's still coming out. Y'all
Here
still
we
going
go.
back to that?
Here we go.
I had to. PK, I love you.
Wow.
Here we
you
go.
Like I never left.
Thigh master in full
this
effect.
dude, he puts it in his pocket just to pull it out.
Oh, God.
I like peanuts.
Hey, listen.
Y'all hope you don't be crunching like that the whole thing, because that thing is loud.
Let me just
See,
say
when
this.
he eats, we don't hear it. We heard every milk and cranny of you crunching, bro. You got all your teeth.
That's right. Good ones too.
Jesus.
That's why I promote.
Ladies and gentlemen, please excuse this guy. Good, continue, man.
Hey, he promote good
Hey, listen.
discipline.
I just want to say I
Sure.
promote everyone to definitely go to the dentist. Let's get Dreamcast guy and his daddy. What's his name that used to work for PlayStation?
Jim Ryan.
There you go. We needed help.
Dentist can't fix that. That's an orthodontist need to fix that.
This Microsoft has
See, he
won.
needs a specialist. That's what I'm talking about. We need to care about our community, man. I'm tired of this.
Price hikes. Price
Price
hikes,
hike.
PK. Stay
Okay,
focused.
my
We got a
bad,
lot of
my bad.
topics.
My bad. I just want to throw my announcement. I don't know, but the same deal. Japan has the cheapest Series S in the world, and when they got price hikes, everybody went crazy, and really, it doesn't matter. So the real question is, we don't know why. It's only in that region, so it has to be some sort of either trade or export situation that we don't know about. Like, there might be some kind of goods of trading. I don't know if you guys know, but in some countries, they reevaluate when things come in and they up the price themselves. I don't know if you know that, but that happens. So we just don't know. There's obviously a reason, and probably in order to maintain whatever trade agreements, they had to do what they got to do. So again, I don't think it's a malicious thing. I mean, come on, it don't make any sense. If it was, then they would just do it across the board.
Facts.
So it's definitely something we just don't see.
All right, Super G, tap on this, man, before we get in these other topics.
Hey, whether I see it or not, the shit ain't right. Ain't no way a S should cost the same amount as a PlayStation Digital, bro. I don't
Facts.
care, especially this many years in,
Facts.
bro. I do not care. So
That's facts.
is that the standard S or is that the black S? Do we know?
I'm just saying.
Excuse me.
While we have feelings about the S, we should care about these earbuds that only work on this. Not even a tablet, this screen that has controllers on it.
Here we go.
Because we paid $100 and some for the other headset. Oh, Super G, you got those. Never mind.
Yep.
I'm just
Hey,
saying.
No, you're not lying. Go ahead, go get loose, bro.
I'm just saying.
Price hiking ain't never good, bro. This far ahead. in the
I'm just
generation,
saying.
I don't care what the excuse is. Or
Hey, I'm
reasoning
just
behind
saying
it.
we should talk about, instead of just price hikes, how about we just talk about cash grabs by saying we're just not going to support. We believe in generations, even on our accessories. We're going to create a Bluetooth communication because it's got to work only. You know what I'm saying? Even our current hardware, it's not even good enough for our current.
Hey, I'm not taking an L on this. I didn't get him started. He did on his own, bro.
Yo,
I know I usually rile him up. I didn't do it this time.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Okay, you got to chill, bro. We got like 20 topics.
Yeah, facts.
Silent.
Facts.
Silent.
I know you want to get a smoke out, but damn it.
All right. Well, we're going to get into a serious topic. I wasn't here last week. We wasn't here last week. I was back in the hospital doing better. Got to work tomorrow to be off Monday to go back to my other doctor's appointment. But wanted to touch on the topic I thought was very serious that I really didn't see anybody on these podcasts talk about. A Jersey man kidnapped a little girl that was playing Roblox. Now, if you know what Roblox is, you know that's a really kid-driven, excuse me, game. And what's crazy is, we got predators out here on all levels, man. This disgusts me when people use video games or any type of social media to grab kids or do crazy stuff just in general. Thankfully, everything worked out. But this is the problem, man. If you got these kids, I don't care how much that the system is basically, these video games is babysitting your kids, and you just send them, buy a game, and just, oh, they good. You have to monitor these situations, right? Because this is really crazy. As a single dad, man, I couldn't imagine nobody kidnapping my kid over no goddamn video game. First of all, you got to teach a kid the right thing to do. It starts at home. So you just can't blame the predator, because the predator is going to be out there. The point is how your kid responds to it. People are naive out here, and you got real widows. You got to protect these children. Man, you got to protect some adults, because you got adults getting kidnapped. So just in general, I thought this story was very alarming to me. I was getting dressed for work last week. When I saw this, I was like, yo, this is crazy. So I'm going to go to you, Scrub, man. Did you hear about this, and what do you think about it? And how can parents protect their kids from these predators and weirdos that's out here on the internet?
Unfortunately, you can do the best you can. The way the world works is you could shelter your kids from everything but the right place, the right time, or you could say the wrong place, the wrong time. Things can happen. I know my daughter, she used to be big in the Roblox, play with her friends. You always can get on your phones. You can get on your consoles, and you can have your settings on there where, you can't buy unless I agree to it. You can't add this or add that, but you always got to know when your kid's playing, say, oh yeah, who is such and such? Is this your new friend, or blah, 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 this person, that person? Because no matter what, these people are out here. They're always trying and finding new ways to be able to abduct kids, to lure kids out. And you just always got to have your eyes open and looking over your shoulder. And that's just the world we live in today. It's a sad thing. And the main thing is, even with the whole situation happening, just glad that that they found the girl, and whoever did it, just to the utmost extent of the law, just throw him under the prison. Somebody will handle him eventually. But yeah, you just got to be vigilant. But you can't stop everything. But at least as a parent, you got to try your best. Tell them got to try your best.
Clowns, talk to me.
Wow, this is a serious one.
Yeah.
I can't stand people that hurt kids. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm breaking my character here for a moment because it's pretty serious. I don't like anybody that would jeopardize or put a kid in harm's way. These people that do this kind of stuff are mentally deranged. Sometimes there's no help for them. It's a serious problem. They lurk in any type of online system or any type of facility where they can gain access to kids easily, and they manipulate and they try to act like a kid themselves, a lot of them, and they lure these people in. And it's really hard to stop this kind of behavior unless the parent, like, the first step is like Scrub said, is parents have to really monitor their child's behavior. Like, you have to check router logs to see what websites your kids are going on. You have to check their computer browsing history, You have to check their friends list on their games. Especially if you allow them to play multiplayer games and stuff, keep an eye on their friends list. See what's going on. Ask them who they're adding. Ask them how they met that person. Just a heads up, when my daughter was younger and she was adding people on Xbox, I'd say, "Oh, how'd you meet this person? Like, where did you know them from?" And every night I'd audit her account and look at her friends list with her, and we would talk. And a lot of the people, thank goodness, were from her school when she was younger. But I mean, kids are sneaky too, man. Like, sometimes they're gonna lie to you, and you just gotta be that parent. And you may have to be a little harsh on them. Facts. And be like, listen, no, I don't believe you. Tell me, put your foot down. Tell me the truth. And when something is amiss like this, let people know. Like, don't just keep it to yourself, because your kid could go outside one day and go missing. And then everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, why didn't you say nothing?" So tell, if you have a relationship with your school, tell the teachers at your school, "Hey, my kid's doing something strange online. Keep an eye out. See if anybody tries to come here to see my kid or whatever." That's a heads up. Even get in touch with your local authorities and see what plans they have in place in your neighborhood or something like that for online predator behavior and how you can report it. Because that's another thing too, is I think a lot of parents don't know how to report this stuff and they're afraid to ask. But don't be afraid to ask. Definitely get out there, find everything that you can to know and how to report this kind of behavior. Because that's the first step in prevention. And then you have a trail, or God forbid something does happen, you have a trail of, okay, well, this is the last person my kid spoke to. And if the authorities need to start looking into those accounts or logs, they have a place to start, and don't let your kids keep locked phones, locked devices. Very bad idea. Some parents do that. They give their kids trust like that. Not until they're above 18 years old. You got to watch out for the welfare, because they don't know how to watch out for themselves yet.
Facts. PK, talk to me, man. PK. All right. Super G.
I was double muted. Sorry about that. Some keep it a buck, keep it 100. So I banned my little girl from playing Roblox, because that game is not. It's not. Has no kind of. Every game that we play that we complain about has some sort of system built into either ban or protect individuals. That one doesn't. They're just wilding. And there's a lot of adult themed stuff on there. So, I'm just watching and listening, and I'm like, nah, this is not good, because there's no guardrails. There's nothing, no kind of controls or nothing. So I just said, no more. This is a bad deal. I already seen it.
Okay.
So it's like one of those things, just paying attention to, what, like everyone's kind of stating, like what they're playing. Sad that happens. But it's not new, right? They've been doing this kind of thing for,
even with candy on Halloween. You gotta watch these people, man.
All the time. They just find different ways to do it. Right?
They just looking for a way in. That's why you can't let your guard down.
Yeah, 100. So it's a good thing, there was a resolution, but it's always something. So with the, the story or the moral here is definitely pay attention. Don't look away just because it's a game. Because I know that sounds innocent, but it's not.
It's really
because
not.
It doesn't have any controls. It's not like a regular game. It's really just out there, bro. And they could do it on any platform. Definitely got to watch that. Like, you don't have to do what I did, but I generally felt like it just wasn't a safe place for my kid.
Okay, Super G, man, talk to me.
Man, I'm with PK. I did the same thing. That shit was banned in the house, bro. We couldn't do that. We couldn't do that, bro. It's too many different type of little games within that game that aren't for children, bro. And that's how that came about. But it's not shocking, dude. People are weirdos, man. And that game being so like openly sourced and just it's that game's weird, man. And the predators aren't even just there to just get the kids. They're there to get money out the kids. It's crazy stuff, dude. Because I have my daughter like telling me like, oh, I need Roblox cards and And then I give her the card. She was playing it, and she put it on, and she's like, "Oh, I gave the money to someone else." I'm like, "What?" Like, I need another card. I'm like, "No, we're not doing that." So like, they were even getting money out the kids, dude, in a sense, bro. So it doesn't shock me that something like this happened, man. That game could be treated like the ice cream truck. Like, hey, I got ice cream over here. Come over here, kid. You know, like Robux, like whatever, dude. So that whole thing is a slippery slope, dude. But they need to get some kind of control in there, bro. That helped them, I don't know, monitor and
yeah, they don't have
watch,
nothing,
bro. Yeah, nothing.
It's just out there.
It's just too open, bro.
And it's been open to a brand new community on PlayStation.
Yep. So it's gonna even get crazier. Yep. You know how they get. We know what they number one search.
They don't even have real restrictions over there. They just
we know what they search for the most of their console.
Facts.
They let people take control of their other console to view their daggone credit card information. They just what they like. They ain't got no kind of. They just open.
I agree with everything everyone said about like watching their kids, just being parents, right, and just watching our kids, man. That's the best thing we can do. Even like Clown said, kids are sneaky. Kids are gonna try things, but we were once kids too, bro. So ain't nothing new under the sun. I was told, bro. So we just gotta think about it and be like, what would we have done then? You know, even though they got more access to things, we still have to just outsmart.
I mean, even Microsoft, if you got them on your family plan, you could control.
Yeah, you can control it. Yeah, I do that.
Everything. You control what games they got to add for permission, add friends, or even see other people.
Yep. So really good. But yeah, it sucks regardless, man.
Well, I'm a little bit more harsh than everybody else in this panel. I'm all for castration. If you get caught doing things like this, make it a detrimental punishment for the rest of your life, because playing with kids is not a game. You change their life. You change how they look upon just life in general, their outlook, their vision. They don't trust people. They'll have mental problems down the stretch. So I'm all with castration and throwing them under the jail. So I hope this dude gets his due deserving punishment. I hope he never sees the light of day and he does all his time in the hole. That's what I want, the worst thing possible for these dudes. Because if you did this to my child when she was young, or even today, I'm probably going to jail.
Yeah, that's probably.
So
that's probably,
I'm not calling the cops. I'm probably going to finish you. So, thank God nothing happened to the little girl. And, it worked out, but everything don't work out. We know the news. We know the situations. And I don't feel sorry for the criminal. I'm with all the worst punishment possible. So, I figured we need to touch on this. I think we all podcast. I think more podcasts need to touch on the serious subjects that touches this industry besides clowning, toxicity, and just gaming in general. We have to touch on these topics, whether it's racial, whether it's predatory, like this one. Not really politics and sexism, and religion, but some things need to be touched on. And as all of us in here as parents, I think we all need to be talking about this. If you agree, chat, just let me know. What would you do? How would you feel? And how do you protect your children at home? Let me know in the chat. I'll read out some comments and things of that nature. We're going to move on. We're going to get back into a little bit of a lighter situation, but I really wanted to touch on that because I thought that was, and that's crazy, man. Anybody in here play these two games, Mario Wonder and Sonic?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay. I play Wonders.
Okay, talk to me. Let's start with you, Super G.
Wonders is fantastic. It's one of the best Mario games that's come out in years. I'm a huge fan of just 2D games in general. So give me 2D Mario with all these new features and some of the original style of play, bro. Just like like that for me. I didn't play Sonic. I'm still interested in it. I didn't really hear too many great things about it. But I'll still pick it up probably like on discount. But I had to run out and get it.
So you telling me I should buy Wonders?
Yeah, absolutely.
I said I wasn't going to buy more.
I don't comprehend the buying on discount for Sonic, but not buying Spiderman 2 on discount. Literally get more time out of Sonic than Spider-Man 2.
Well, it went down. Okay, it boiled down to anticipation for me. I wasn't anticipating the Sonic as much because they've been dropping these Sonics, bro, like almost every year at this style. Yeah, this one looked graphically better, but it may play just like the last Sonic. Sonic All-Stars that came out like last year or something?
Well, like, they also didn't sell well because they dropped it in the same week as Wonder. I thought that was like
Wonders and Spider-Man. So whenever I'm
still talking about paying $70, You know what I'm
That's Sonic-
saying?
that's
I'm
Sonic is
trying to
60
get
though, bro.
Spider-Man on the same discount. It costs. I want to get Spider-Man on the same discount it
The
costs.
Sonic
to
is
beat the
60, and
game.
it may not even be as good. So,
Hey,
just
all
saying.
I'm saying is,
and I'm not even speaking of review scores because I don't care. About
I'm
review
just
scores.
saying,
I just know the
I
experience
don't
I had
think-
with them. The last few Sonics haven't been that great.
I don't know, because Sonic, the Sonic that they've had that was open world, I bought it twice. That game was awesome, and
That's
they
'cause you're
just
out of your
came out
fucking
of
mind.
free.
That's why. That
And
game
You
they
bought
came
it
out-
twice. You got all the achievements, and you did Game Plus.
And they just came out with a free DLC story expansion. Well, unlike Spider-Man, where you got to buy it again, you know, they sell the DLC as a whole different game, and then you got to buy that, and then that's 5 hours. So then when you put them together, then it's a complete game, but you just paid, you know, $140.
You know this is gonna be how the show go, right? Anywhere we go,
I'm just
we're gonna
saying,
find a way to
like,
split
if it was
in.
me, I'm just saying for everybody.
Let's
I'm
just
not
talk
pocket
about
watching.
it,
Don't get me
no
wrong.
more.
Hey, if you
Okay, PK. Okay, clowns. Mario Wonder.
Hey,
Please.
clowns, you didn't play it. You didn't do anything. Let's go. Move on.
He did play it.
Guy.
He did play it.
As somebody who doesn't have Spider-Man,
He
2,
didn't pay no money for it, but he played it.
I will say,
Oh, it runs good too.
I don't confirm or deny those allegations. I have acquired it,
From the Acquisition Brothers.
and it is wonderful. It's glorious. It is the 2D throwback to the Super Mario World, and you should love it. It is so colorful and beautiful. And so is Sonic. So is Sonic, Super G. This is the best Sonic I've played in years. Going back to Sonic 1.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad I hear that.
The love letter. It's a love letter.
Well, I'm gonna pick up Wonders, and I'm gonna wait
But
to
is it
Sonic
better?
go
So,
on
so,
discount.
but if you only
'cause
had the amount to get either one of those, which one would you pick?
He didn't pay for either.
I don't care. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking if you had
We
to pay
don't
for it.
discuss money. We pay in peanuts. We pay in peanuts.
Yo, he
Circus.
paid in Bitcoin money. Leave him alone,
Someone's
man.
gonna go to your Walmart and look up in the glass and see both of them sitting next to each other. Which one would you pick?
Sonic.
Really? All right.
Oh wow, that's the first person I
It,
heard.
it made me feel like I was playing Sonic 1 all over again for the first time in the second
Yeah,
Genesis.
but Wonders make you feel like you're playing Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Brothers 2. It makes you feel like you're playing multiple games, bro.
But
I think
got
you
a
just
big
I think you just more of a
elephant
Mario
suit.
fan.
No,
Scrub,
actually,
you didn't play.
I'm not.
Listen,
More
you
of a
three. We got like 12 topics.
The
All right,
left-handed
you're right,
Zeus
you're
has
right.
spoken.
Hey Scrub, let's just get on somebody's side. That's what we do. We just gonna get on somebody's side because at the end of the day, they probably both great games and they still better than Spider-Man 2. So let's just
Oh,
get
damn.
that and save us some time because you get more gaming time and value out of both of those games than the value. Yo,
Let me get to the
anybody
super
wanna
chat,
play
PK.
Spider-Man 2? I ain't hating, but if you got a little bit of money, just rent that mug. You'll beat about it to eat weekends over,
Wow.
and then you will feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Lord have mercy. Listen, let me get to the Steve Michael. Rewatch gang is in the building. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to
going
you.
on?
Steve Michael, man. It's my guy right there. Well, I'm gonna pick up Wonders. What about you, Scrub? You didn't pick either one of these up?
I'm not picking up either one of
Bro, I'm
these
about
up.
to, guys.
I hadn't played these platformers in forever and a day. I got some other stuff that's gonna take up my time way before that. I do not even own a Switch, so it's just one of them things. Yeah, so that's
You
what's up.
have a gaming PC?
Yeah.
You can
I
do
got
it the
a
way
game in-
Clowns does it.
I got
It's
a laptop.
glorious
Yeah.
in 4K.
You know what? I need to send Clowns my Asus ROG Ally and get some of these hookups.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Eventually, I'm gonna have my gaming PC. I'm gonna set aside some money and build me one, but that's probably gonna be for next year, sometime next year.
All right. So being that we got a Spider-Man love on the panel, we're gonna go straight to you with this topic. Spider-Man's launch date. Is this the worst launch of a PlayStation first party AAA title in the history? We're gonna go straight to the hater. I mean PK.
Huh? What are
Talk
you
to
talking
me.
about? What do you mean? I don't think so. Because Spider-Man IP will sell regardless how bad the game is.
Then what I asked you.
Okay.
I said, is this the worst first party Sony title to launch in this type of condition ever?
I can't answer that because I don't remember how good Days Gone did when it launched.
No, I ain't talking about the 2.5 million in sales. I'm talking about the state of the game, the glitches.
Oh, the state of the game? No. Because
Days Gone
again,
had some issues.
Days Gone had a lot of freaking issues, dude. I still love it. I think it was a great game, but
I did too.
It definitely launched with some game breaking stuff. I mean, most of the time I don't even care about the bugs and stuff. I don't know why people even trip, because some of it is funny. State of Decay has some of the funniest bugs I've ever seen in my life.
State of Decay was pretty rough too,
but it was funny as hell. So I love those. They had charm, but honestly, I don't even. I think it's funny. I think the reason why people complain about the Spider-Man is because people try to fake and complain about Starfield, and that's just like a tip of tap thing, to be honest.
So you think falling through the train like I did is a fake?
I mean,
because I fell through the train riding it through the city.
I had the same energy when Marvel's Avengers came out, and that was buggy as hell.
Yes, you did.
No one want to believe me when I had a whole lot of reserves for this daggone thing.
But you forgot all about those problems once they dropped the Black Panther DLC. I remember that.
Well, I mean, I played it.
You didn't care no more.
I played it even I was playing it forever before, because that didn't come out until like almost a year after the launch.
That's true.
If not more than a year after. My thing is, I was still playing it even with the bugs. It was just aggravating because this is a looter. And if the game crashes after you done spend all this time on this board, and you don't get your loot at the end, oh yeah, that's pretty messed up.
Yeah, that's major.
So, but for as this, I don't know, man. This is what I see is, and I'm gonna just put it in my point of view. They had to reduce quality of the game in order to run stuff like ray tracing. Because the PlayStation is just not powerful enough to do all this stuff. And they had to reduce quality in a lot of different places. So even some of the physics and collisions, they had to, I'm just being honest with you. There's a lot of things that they had to sacrifice. And that's why I keep saying, I don't think ray tracing is worth it.
Not this gen. It'll be good next gen. It'll be.
I don't think it's worth it on a PlayStation, period, because it just can't do.
I don't think it's worth it on this gen, period. They trying to make it as a resource hog.
I think you can definitely get away with it.
It's tough on PC.
It's tough on PCs too, bro. So I don't think
if you have a good upscaler, you can get away with it. But the point is, there's no upscaling here. This is just.
It's still about shit, even with the upscaling, bro.
I'm not saying that it's not.
Tanks the hell out of games.
I'm not saying that it's not strong, but you can see a major difference with a good upscaler.
I don't need shiny
you're going to see the
reflections.
difference, but feeling it is going to be horrible because it's going to tank your frames.
That's a fact.
No, it actually improves your frames. It's the quality of the picture is what.
For ray tracing?
Yes.
My frames tank.
It does, but when you hit an upscaler, it increases your frames, which you lose quality.
But
what it does.
It still and that's where the ray tracing don't really help, right? Because I'm increasing my quality of the play, but it doesn't look as best as it could at that point, right?
That's kind of what I'm saying. So that's my thing is, that's what I keep saying. You're saying the same thing.
Yeah, sure is. And we got to move on, goddammit.
I'm just saying that I think that they would have been better off without adding that. And then, they could have put more game into the game. If ray tracing took out 60% of the game, then they could have added 60% more game and get rid of ray tracing. Then, it might be close to a $40 worth in game. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's me. I'm sorry.
Are you finished?
Yeah, I'm good.
Super G, did you buy Spider-Man? Yes, you did. You 10 hours in. You didn't find that many bugs. But is this PlayStation's biggest worst launch first-party title in terms of bugs?
Nah,
And what-
not from what I've seen. I've seen worse. I've seen that Last of Us.
Yeah,
The
Last of Us
PC
was.
launch was horrible, bro. So I've seen worse. I think this one is just being amplified because of all the crap that was going around with Starfield. So it's like PK said, tit for tat. It's like y'all did it for this game, we're gonna do it for that game. So both communities are
It was
toxic,
kind of
rotten as hell.
easy
So
to do it for Spider-Man, especially the eat out
it
scene.
was,
You saw the
and
eat
then,
out scene?
and then
I didn't see
yeah,
that glitch, but that was crazy.
it was,
How
but
you like
like
your dinners? I eat out.
it's
I was like, why are they doing that? Like,
what makes this more like
That was
worse and
different.
you put up against Starfield because Starfield is such a more massive game. So like to run into bugs with that, like seeing how big that game is, Spider-Man's not, and it has these kind of bugs.
PK was about to
kind
throw
of jarring.
slander. Go ahead, PK. I heard you.
He's smacking.
Clowns, talk to me. Spider-Man State. What did you think? And did you play it? No, right?
I have not played the great Spider-Man, but he is the best superhero of all. There is no greater superhero than Peter Parker.
Turn his mic off.
Yeah, shut his mic off.
No! Spider-Man, the greatest.
You ever want to know what a real fanboy sounds like?
He is better than Static. He makes Static. He can
Wow.
web Static.
You about to
quick.
start you
What?
know what? Nothing. I'm just gonna shut up.
I'm just gonna say, it's great. It's great.
Peter Parker ain't even the best Spider-Man. Shut up, clown. Let's go. Move on.
What?
Okay, Scrub. Spider-Man. Have you played? What do you think? And is this the worst state of PlayStation's first party AAA? Because you know over there you play greatness and quality.
Right. Yeah. I don't think it's the worst one. I think what it is as we go on year by year with social media, it just gets shown more and more for what it is. People are now looking for it. Like I said, even with the stuff that's going on with folks with Starfield, it's just going to be a never ending story. They bashing Starfield. They gave the bad reviews to try to get the score down. Then you got a lot of folks on there with Spider-Man. Then the next Xbox first party game, you're gonna be a bunch of folks saying, "Oh, this was worse than Spider." It's gonna be a never-ending saga. I really can't complain too much because one of my favorite games ever was freaking Cyberpunk, and I had to just turn that sucker off, and I sat for a whole year for a game I was already waiting for 7 years,
Facts.
7.5 years.
I'm
waited
part of
a
that
whole-
team.
Yeah, I waited almost a whole because I started on the 1X, and it was so buggy.
Ooh.
I couldn't do nothing
Ooh.
about it. And then when my Series X came in, then everything it's still a little buggy. It was
Yeah, but
nowhere
it was
close to
waiting.
1X.
The reason
my one-
Cyberpunk got that smoke because most people was on last gen. The game shouldn't have been on
Yeah.
last gen. It was just too
No,
much.
it never should have been.
It should have been.
And once they fixed it, they put the 1.5 patch in, and then all this up with the 2.0. It's just been spectacular. But I just wish if that game would have came out the way the 2.0 is set up right now, it would have been in the talks for Game of the Year. No problem, easy.
Yeah, that game is definitely awesome.
Yeah. So with what we got with Spider-Man and all this stuff, it's just a bunch of nonsense. But on the other end, I can't stand the folks that go, "Well, my game didn't have no bugs, so you're lying." Well, they captured this stuff from somewhere, okay? Not everybody has the same bugs at the same time in the same place. So I wish folks would just get out. I got so tired of this for the last week or so. Well, I played fine, and I played for 20 hours, and I didn't see anything wrong. Well, yeah, that just
Well,
happened.
you know he lying. The game ain't even 20 hours long.
Damn.
Yeah. So yeah, I was
Yo,
amazed by
I'm
the
dead.
shortness of a lot of people were saying. But
Oh
the
my
bugs are
God.
bugs. If it doesn't stop you from playing the game, like it's backing
Game
you
breaking.
out, kicking you,
Right.
yeah, kicking you to the menu or shutting down your console. If you can get to a different save point, I will give you a little bit of leeway because all games are not like that now. Let's be real. All games have this stuff. Some are a little better than others, but all of them have it now. So it's
I got a question for the panel.
Yeah.
Sorry, Scrub. I got a question.
Mhm.
Quality control. How the hell did this get past the testers?
the same way it always gets passed.
What's
to
They all
that?
got they all got fired.
We're the testers. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying because
Wait a minute. Wait, whoa. You mean Sony actually has quality control? I didn't even know that existed there.
hey, I'm just saying because somebody had to report this, and they was like, "Nah, we're not pushing this back. We're gonna release it and fix it later, like every other company does."
Oh, wait, they spent that money on the lobbying deal. They forgot to pay their QA department.
Wow, disrespectful. We're gonna move on because you dudes are messy, man. Jesus, Lord, have mercy, man.
I thought that was going to what's his name's flights from all over the world when he was trying to block.
Jim Ryan.
He said he spent the quality budget on plane flights. Disrespectful, disrespectful, PK.
He entered the Mile High Club.
Well, being that we talking about games in the rough developmental state, we're going to get into a game that I didn't even know was coming out this year because it was just announced last year that they started working on it. We're going to talk about King Kong, and the devs worked tooth and nails to release this game within 1 year. Now, King Kong is a big American monster movie franchise. We've witnessed Kong Island, King Kong versus Godzilla. We got a new franchise, a new movie coming out in 2024, King Kong versus the Kongs, or whatever the hell that's going to be called. Listen, we all hear crunch on this business, man, and a lot of people get crazy out here, call the developers lazy, call it disrespect the developers' work, the art direction, and everything to that nature. But we hear about stories of developers being forced to do things that they do not want to do. Now, you saying they're being paid, they should be able to do whatever. But imagine you being at your job and you got a quality that you're trying to meet, and they just saying shut up and dribble. So Scrub, King Kong, comes out, is a complete disaster. It's worse than Babylon Falls. What do you think about this slave mentality of these publishers to these devs?
Well, first of all, if you're gonna make a King Kong game, you might as well just redo Rampage. I don't see what's the difference between a King Kong game and Rampage. But it's just like kind of to piggyback off Spider-Man. When you have your own, remember when you was a little kid and you sit in your classroom and your teacher say, "Okay, everybody, you gonna grade your own papers." Everybody put a smile on their face when you grade your own papers because you could easily erase
Wait,
it.
hold on,
answer.
Scrub.
What?
What school did you go to?
Oh yeah. When
I ain't never got to grade my own paper.
No. I'm talking about like a quiz, like a 5-question quiz. That don't mean nothing.
Okay.
Like a 5. I ain't talking about a test or nothing. But the teacher will say pop quiz, and then she'll do the answers on the board and say grade yourself, and you be like, I got that right. I got that right. That's when you tell folks grade your own stuff, they biased against themselves, and they will push out stuff more than likely than that's not up to par. That's the whole reason why companies have QA, because humans are flawed and humans are humans. The only way to combat that is if you have outside industry. I'm not industry, but outside people come in and do quality control. When I worked as a company and did quality control, we weren't beholden to any department. We didn't work for any department but the CEO. So when we go in there, call balls and strikes, if it's wrong, it's wrong. And especially now when a lot of these companies are hiring contract workers, they're not hiring full-time QA people.
Facts.
Everybody's contract. If you're going to get a job and after 3 months you gone, you might not put the fullest effort because even if they hire you again, they only gonna put you on for three months, and that's all the big companies.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you're pushing somebody to beat a certain date or a certain part, you're never gonna get the best work. You're gonna get tired folks. They're gonna get half stuff, or they're just not gonna be happy. Happy people don't put out the best work either, because they don't have an incentive other than get the work done so they'll get off my back, not the love of the game or the love of what I do. So I hate that this happening. You can tell all these Kong movies, Godzilla, whatever, they're money grabs. I don't know how they're making this much money, but I still can't comprehend how we have 10 Fast and Furious movies. So it's the same thing. They're making money somehow, so they're going to push. That's why we have these problems in gaming industry, because most of these companies are publicly traded companies and they're all about quarterly profits. They're not about putting out a game. The devs might be out trying to put out a good game, but the company is trying to get that quarterly profit. A sad state of affairs.
Facts. And I could agree with that, but if you pull out a game that's trash, you're not gonna make money anyway, because Kong sold maybe like 10 copies. But to each his own. I know there won't be a second one. That's a fact. Clouds, talk to me. Talk to me.
Man, this game looks like complete trash.
Did you play it? Did you
No,
did
it's
you acquire it?
It's just no. It's not even worth that time. It's just as bad as Gollum, right? Remember Gollum? That had a lot of.
I don't want to remember that. Destroyed one of my favorite franchises' names.
So, I feel like companies today just come out and say, "Hey, we're gonna make such and such game with a big blockbuster character. It could be King Kong, could be Godzilla, it could be." Whatever's next, Independence Day, whatever. And they get all these investors hyped up. Oh, they're making a King Kong game. I remember that back. I used to watch that when I was a kid. I'm an 80-year-old investor. I got nothing better to do with my money. Let's throw money at these guys. And then the game has all this money behind it. And the company's like, we don't care about our devs. We're just going to force them to work hard, crunch out this game. And we're just going to take the investor money and laugh on it and use it for toilet paper. And that's kind of what they did. They took all the investment money they get, sold what they could, and just pushed this thing out there.
Facts.
It should come with a free roll of toilet paper.
Super G, as you recycle over there.
I ain't got nothing to say, dude. It was a cash grab, man. The game looked like trash. I'd rather go back and buy the 2006 or whatever King Kong for the Xbox.
That wasn't bad though.
That game wasn't bad. That's why I said I'd rather go back and buy that one and
right.
give them my money for that instead of the shit they just put out. But
King Kong he looked like Bubbles, Michael Jackson's Bubbles.
I think I'm having a PK moment here.
Uh-oh.
I just thought of something PK might say.
What he
it
might
probably
say.
has less bugs than Spider-Man 2.
Wow. Whoa. Okay, PK. On to the ratchet one. Talk to me. King Kong devs being forced to put out a game within 365 days. Are you double muted, PK?
I sure was. That's my bad. Hey, anybody play that King Kong game? I mean, not King Kong. The RoboCop game. Anybody play that game?
Not yet.
Didn't that game just come out too?
I don't think it's out yet.
When I think about the King Kong, I thought about RoboCop. Because these
watch
are
your mouth. Watch your mouth. I'm buying that. Watch your mouth.
I want the RoboCop, right? So, but when I look at this thing, what is this thing called? This thing called King Kong. There was no marketing around this, was it? Because I didn't even realize this was real.
No, really, at all.
Bro, that shit just popped up on the store and said, "Buy me." That's it.
Yo, they ain't had the money to market. They didn't want to waste any more of it.
That's strong, man. That's pretty daggone strong to come outside and just say, "Buy me." Hey,
well, what's there to market? Look at what it looks like.
I mean, how much does this game cost to?
Nobody looked at the price because nobody cared. Because I don't even know what it costs.
I mean, there's games. Hey, look, there's shovelware. I call it shovelware on
I've never
Switch
seen a
and
game
Steam.
being made in 1 year. Have we ever seen a game being made in one? Not even indie games.
It's called E.T. the Game. That was made in what, 2 months?
Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Hey, listen, I'm not pocket watching. If you want it, 108. If you want that,
I'm good.
No, because you're a fan.
I'll buy Gollum first. I'm good.
Don't be selling yourself short, man. You never know. You might like it because we believe in generations.
Yeah, listen, let's get off this King Kong crap. This guy, man.
Yo, King Kong is a legend, and I think we should give it respect for what it is. I don't think we do, man.
That
Hey,
game would
look,
be great if it was 1999.
He ain't giving us no respect the way that game came out.
Listen. All right, listen.
let's you know what we need to do?
PK.
Let's reach out to one of the devs on that game. Let's just ask them some questions.
$39.99.
Yo, 39.
Wow.
Hey, yo, that's still a better price than Spider-Man. How long is this game?
Bro, that game was meant to be $3.99.
Oh, okay,
Jesus
okay.
Christ. They
I got
they
you.
put an extra 9 by mistake. Yeah, listen, man.
Absolutely.
Let's move on. We're gonna get into something light of a topic. Anybody can shoot for the stars. Microsoft third-party showcase. Was there any game there that lit y'all up, or somebody was waiting for one of those titles that was shown? Talk to me. Anybody?
Mm,
I didn't watch it.
Oh,
It wasn't.
I didn't watch
It wasn't for me.
I was
I
hyped for
played that
Alan
way.
Wake, but I already had it.
Alan Wake
purchased, so
2
it
did
was
come
great.
out, didn't it?
Yeah, it came out the same week they
Yeah.
showed it, but
Mm,
I was hyped for that, so I needed to watch it because I already bought the game, was just waiting to
Right.
install it. So
You know what?
yeah,
I
they
want to
had
get that
a little
game.
bit of gameplay. It had a little gameplay in it. It was interesting.
yo,
I
chat,
need to
talk to
snap.
me. What did y'all think about? Even though there was no surprises,
get
they just showed
Alan
more
Wake too.
gameplay. But let me know in the comments, man. Let me know what game that got y'all excited on that third-party showcase. So we're gonna move on. Let's talk about Starfield's huge success in sales. Not just Game Pass. No. It has outsold Spiderman. It has outsold several other big titles this year, even though it's on PC Game Pass and console Game Pass.
And it has less bugs than Spider-Man 2.
Wow. So we're gonna go straight to you,
Well,
Clouds.
I know I can guarantee you, and I can say from my own experience, that you will spend the same amount of time just on the very beginning of Starfield that it takes to beat Spider-Man 2.
Oh, I'm dying.
Yo, this dude is. Yo, where you get this
This
guy from?
Microsoft has won.
Where you get this guy from?
hey, that's you,
Listen.
bro. That's your man, dog.
Listen. Oh
you,
my God.
you introduced me to this man. Your man.
Oh my God. What did I just ask? Oh, all right. Starfield
PK
success.
so crazy, make you forget what you asked.
Yo, Starfield
Hell yeah,
success.
PK.
Being on Game Pass, outselling AAA titles this year, amongst the top 3 being sold. Talk to me, clowns. What does this do for Microsoft? Because you know they already generated $1 billion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
$1 billion for a game that's on Game Pass. So talk to me. This is a huge mark for Microsoft. This is definitely a great exclusive. We'll talk about Game Pass numbers moving up, but talk about the success of Starfield and what does this do for Microsoft as first parties.
This is where Microsoft should get a Windows sticker. Instead of Calvin and Hobbes peeing, they should pull their pants down and pee on another console, because that other brand was like, oh yeah,
This
subscription
Microsoft
service is going to
has
cannibalize
won.
your sales. Nobody's going to buy it if it goes into Game Pass. And everybody on Twitter that is, I would say, a toxic Sony fan. Oh, well, if it goes into Game Pass, nobody's going to buy it. I'm just, I'm going to laugh at the numbers when they come out. Nobody's going to play this game. Everybody's just going to get a $1 subscription. Now look who's laughing. Us over here, because it sold well. We knew it was going to sell well. It's Bethesda. Of course it's going to sell well. Plus the replayability on that game alone. Whether you played in Game Pass or you spent your $70 on that game, you have hundreds of hours in that game, unlike the $70 8-hour game with 4-hour cutscenes. Bam! I just said it. So, that's what I think about that. It is a killer game for Microsoft, puts them on the map and says, listen, Microsoft ain't going away. Xbox ain't going away. Game Pass doesn't harm Xbox. It brings in sales. How many of our friends went out and double purchases on Xbox, on Steam, or got on Game Pass and still bought it on Steam? I know a lot of people that did that. And you know what? The commitment Bethesda has to their fan base that allows modding and other things like that, more replayability. People still buy Skyrim to this day, and that's in Game Pass, right? So Game Pass doesn't harm anything. In fact, it increases sales over time, you know? So I want to put this clown makeup on, and I want to see you at GameStop or Walmart, and I'm going to go, here's Game Pass. Thank you.
Okay.
The show must go on.
Okay, Scrub.
Oh my goodness.
Scrub, let's bring this back down.
All right. We're gonna bring it down, but we're gonna bring it in with facts. We're gonna bring it down, but we're gonna bring it with some hard hitting facts. All right.
Like the bugs of Spiderman.
For all you people that says that this is gonna cannibalize sales, here's the problem. If you bring a good game that is genre fulfilling, pushing the genre forward, people will buy the game. They will, quote unquote, support the devs. And then not just the $70, how many people bought the $100 edition or the greater than $100 edition? Guess who brought the headsets? Who brought the controllers?
Yep.
And then when someone gets really greedy because they're excited for the games, guess what? Most players on Game Pass didn't play it for free. Most players, well, I ain't gonna say most, a lot of players spent $30 to play that 1 week early because they were so excited for the game. So even if they didn't spend the $70 or $100, you spent $30 on the game. So you're getting half of what the game was worth just so folks could play it a week early. Okay. So all of this is bringing in revenue, whether they play it for free or whatever. All the folks that said, hey, well, I'll just play it just for $1. Guess what? They canceled that $1 a week, 2 weeks before the game came out. So you couldn't do that either way. So this is the 7th highest on the list as far as revenue building video game for the whole entire year, and it was only out so far. They have counted for 1 month. So what can you say about all them games? And the funny part about it is when you look at the list of the rest of the games, where are the PS exclusive? They're not on there. You got to wait till next month to even see the Spider-Man on there. So all the people who are sitting there gloating, it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. Because guess when the next they did that right after they did that with Starfield, when Forza Motorsport came out, you could play it early. Boom, folks spent the money. When that's what I'm saying. When Forza Horizon did that, they played the next one. When Halo did that, folks played it. The same folks who are spending their $10, $15, whatever they're paying for Game Pass, they are still dropping money on this game to play it early. So whatever you can say about they're not making money is going to cannibalize stuff. All your questions are just lost. Folks saying you shouldn't have put it on PC because it's just going to spread thin. Look how many folks played it. When you put out a game that everybody
number one
wants,
game on Steam,
they're going to spend money and they're going to play and put time in it. So it's only going to get worse.
Super J, Microsoft, Grand Slam, talk to me.
Man, we knew it was coming, bro. We knew what it was. We all paid early, like Scrubner said. We all bought damn controllers. Headsets.
I bought the controller,
bro.
gave away a controller, and got the Constantine edition.
I bought the $30 Play Early edition, right?
That too.
And I gifted that to someone else. I literally bought that $30 one because my Constellation package was running late, bro. So I was like, I'm not gonna wait. Literally, and it was like a day. So they got me shit 2 or 3 folds, right? Bro, we knew what it was, bro. I just like that it reinforces the statement that Phil makes that people still buy games even with Game Pass, bro.
Facts.
I just love that. And that this game is big proof of that, bro. So it don't surprise me, and they're gonna keep going. Like Scrub said it all, bro. Like the Forza, when Hellblade come out, it's gonna do the same thing, and this is gonna be something they just do now, and it's gonna
that train is crazy. Get on board.
Yeah.
Game Pass hype train. Get on board, baby.
Line, bro.
It can't sustain itself. It's cannibalizing.
They got seats for everybody on that Game Pass train,
wait
baby.
till COD hit that piece, bro.
Ooh.
Wait till COD hit.
We're gonna get into that later. PK, talk to me.
Yes, sir. So there was a story.
About a lovely old lady.
No, this man is saying that PS Plus is okay, but Game Pass sucks. And I didn't understand that because it's both subscriptions, you get games. And, the main difference is, you can own and buy and take the games forward that you buy on Game Pass. And can't do that
get
on
a discount
PS4.
when you buy.
Right, discount. That's what I'm talking about, discount, right? I didn't understand. So, anyways, the point I'm making is there's so much money on the table. Why would you limit it to just a console when you have a whole another environment, right? I mean, as much as I don't like NVIDIA streaming, I mean, even they are uh, benefiting from the Game Pass situation, right? So it's a big deal. And the whole point is people still buy it. I ain't gonna hold you. I bought the game too, even though it's on Game Pass, and I got the expensive one. I mean, but I do that because I want it in my collection. So don't judge me, okay? I don't pocket watch. I don't. But
I
some
bought a
games
watch
just
that I'm
want-
never gonna wear.
Yeah. So I
It is
mean,
what it is.
the thing is, the game is undeniably a lot of quality there, right? I'm just be real. I'm in the modding community, and it is now surpassed Cyberpunk, because Cyberpunk was one of the largest. Cyberpunk, what's that one roguelike game? Souls-like game. What is it called? Came out a couple years ago.
Sekiro?
No.
Sekiro?
No. What was it? You guys know what it is, but it was Cyberpunk and that holding the title for the most mods, like the most supported. But definitely, this game has surpassed them both, and which is crazy. Like pages and pages and pages and pages. Mods is insane. So this game just keeps giving, and no one's giving up. And we ain't even seen DLC or nothing, right? That's it.
Nope.
And in my mind, this is if the game hits, people gonna buy it no matter what. I mean, Ninja Turtles came out on Game Pass, still bought it, right? Persona 5 came out on Game Pass, it leaves this month, still bought it. It's just one of those things that Game Pass doesn't hurt anything. It gives exposure so people could try something and never tried.
Facts.
And not every game's for everybody, but that's the whole point. How would you know unless you give it a shot? At least there's the level of commitment is lower for the end user, but that also gives more exposure for the developers, because especially if you got a brand new IP in your device. In my mind, this is given, right? Starfield is a behemoth of a game. It should be the same conversation like Spiderman. It didn't even live up to the first game. All right, so
But it's so well. We're gonna talk about that next. It's the biggest selling Spider-Man in the franchise, 2.5 million. Right away.
Actually, the numbers
No.
got lowered. Game
No, it's
industry
actually-
just made a mistake.
Oh, word.
yeah, the original Spider-Man sold crap more for sure. But all I'm saying is it's sometimes you can see, like, Ratchet and Clank is a quality game. Even though I hate watching freaking all the cutscenes all the time, but it's a quality game. You can see that they put some effort into it. It's not the same when you just cutting and pasting and copying and pasting the same. And then you have to lower the quality to add a feature that doesn't even do anything, right? Like, I seriously don't think adding the feature for that game helped it. But in general, Spider-Man sells just because it's Spider-Man, but a lot of people gonna get whiffed to hey, this game is not really a complete game, and kind of pass on it. To be honest, when Starfield is much more than a complete game, right? It's huge, but it just don't have Spider-Man face on it. So more adults or more older players play that game. Not to say young players don't, but it's more young players play Spider-Man. I think.
All right.
No, it just don't have the Sony attached to it. Call it what it is.
It could be that, but it still did good though. Like Steam people will still pay their money for it. So
All right,
I mean,
let's move on. We got to move on because we got like 1, 2, 3, 5 more topics. So now we're gonna get into some good information. The success. Well, we could piggyback this into Game Pass, and the success and the numbers of Game Passes went up, but Forza has seen overwhelming numbers of people playing, and this is also a hit for them because it's definitely a games as service, which is being successful for Microsoft for years. Scrub, talk to me. Forza Motorsport, more of a hardcore simulation racer, unlike Horizon 5, 4, and 3. So the success, this has always been like the pinnacle of racing. This is more serious. This is more down, like not the crazy wild stuff. But what do you think about the success of Forza Motorsport and the energy is generated for Game Pass also?
It's bound to happen. I do not like Sims. Just like Simulator, the motorsports games, you can put whatever motorsport number behind it. I don't play them because I'm not good at them.
Right.
But because it's on Game Pass, folks will pull it up just to even see how great it looks on their console, see how great it looks on their PC. That's just a masterpiece of fidelity if you just want to see what your console is going to look like. That's what video games have been on consoles forever and a day. If you want to see how good your console looks, the first thing they go running and show you is a car driving game. Like I said earlier, it's only going to get worse. This is just the beginning. If you think the numbers are where they are now, wait till you see something like a Call of Duty. And like you said, we talk about that later, but I'm glad for it. I'm excited. Did I think the numbers were going to rise this high? What was it? They said like it's almost 10 times more than any other Forza for the first 5 days or something of that nature. Almost 150,000 concurrent or whatever. I'm happy for it. Just keep rolling. This is news that will fly under the radar for most people. They won't even think about it because they're so much into the console wars. But this is just something that's just going to pad the numbers for Xbox to just keep growing and keep doing better. And it's just going to have something to show them that what they're doing is worth it, and keep pushing it.
Facts. Clowns, the success of Forza Motorsport and Game Pass, the numbers basically killing it right now. So talk to me. What did you think? You're muted.
I'm not a fan of the simulation racing, but I will say that the fact that it's doing well is good for Microsoft in general because it's a longevity game. It's for the long haul. And if it keeps people in the service and keep people wanting to come back and other people to try the service, it's all good. That's really all that I have to say on the Forza Motorsport. I relinquish my time to the floor and give it to Super G.
I don't play motorsports. I try them
out. Am I the
most of
only
the time.
one here that plays it?
Oh, that's for sure. You're only like diehard, and it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm diehard.
'Cause I'm big into cars, but I don't
Right.
really play those games, bro. It's
Too
'cause I'm more
serious?
into
It's too
the street
serious for
racing
you?
scene. Yeah, I'm more into the street racing scene, so that's why. But I mean, success is success, right? So you got to applaud it where it's at, and they did their thing. Microsoft did their thing. Game Pass did their thing. The support for that game, the fans did their thing, right? So I mean, you can't do nothing but applaud it. And eggs on Sony guy's face again.
Ooh.
Just saying.
He's mean ponies, not my Sony fans in the chat. He means ponies, the naysayers, the disrespectful, toxic people. not the regular.
And these
fans.
numbers,
They know who they are. Do I need to say all that?
Yeah.
They know who they are.
these
I'm
numbers
saying-
are
They
this
make
high.
the videos with all their fingers in the camera. I need your super chats, all of them. $35,
Yeah.
$25.
Yeah.
I need it.
Members only. Members only.
Yeah, let
They
me
know who they
change
are,
the
bro.
numbers while I'm supporting it. But yeah, this is happening too. We hadn't said it yet, but just think these numbers are this high with Starfield out, with Spiderman out,
Yeah.
with it, Call of Duty out, beta was out at the same time. All these other games were dropped at the same time, and it still crushed any numbers that it always had before.
Yeah, that's crazy. PK, before we move on, talk to me, baby.
It's good.
It's better than Spider-Man's replay value. Go ahead, you can say it.
Oh,
Well, see-
shots fired.
I didn't even say that. I don't know where you get this from. You out here putting this energy out there. I don't understand. Listen, I'm looking out for the people that's watching. That's all I'm saying.
You hear that, people? We care about y'all. Facts.
Hey, listen, I ain't probably watching. If you want Spider-Man like Super G and like buying 200 headsets every other month, we believe in generations, and we gonna invest into that new Bluetooth system. That's just how it works, and we cool with that. I'm just saying that this is a good thing. Hey, it's gonna happen. Forza, I actually played Forza. Mainly, I played it so I can get my E-Ray and Forza Horizon. That's the main reason I played it, because I wanted my E-Ray and Forza Horizon. Because I'd rather play Horizon over Motorsport. And I ain't gonna hold you, like, I played Motorsport on PC and it had some visual glitches, so I had to wait till they updated it or put a patch out. Outside of that, I think it's fine for what it is. Like, Sims are just not as fun for me. I rather play the arcade stuff, where you could do this ridiculous jump and see how far you
Listen,
can
I
get.
already be driving like a maniac, bro. So I don't need the sim game, dog. I am the sim.
And
No, that's true. That is true. He can drive. You need to get somewhere in 5 minutes. Call Super G. He'll get you there.
Yeah, I witnessed that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man, let's move on. We are steaming through these topics. Chat, y'all been awesome. Thank you for your participation and attention. It's greatly appreciated. Now, Microsoft has went out there and spent $69.7 billion. They turn around and spend another $7 billion before that. They're invested in gaming, and people want to see them kind of stop buying things. But it
Who's
looks
these
like
people?
the industry. It was said by people in the industry. So now we ain't talking about nobody's fans. We just talking about people in the industry, talking about consolidation is bad and all this other stuff. Consolidation is not bad when somebody asks to be bought. But with that being said, Microsoft said they are doubling down with publishing and developing new IPs, current IPs, and old IPs. Scrub Nurse. It looks like Microsoft is not stopping that hype train. What did you think about this doubling down on investment into gaming? Because a few months ago, we heard that they was going to back out if Game Pass had reached a certain number. So,
they're just not going to make it.
Right.
You double it down because you see it's working. And when you double down too, it's also putting pressure on your competition. Just like you have these wars with your electric cars right now, Tesla dropping all the prices, all these other car companies dropping prices and losing money just so they can have the same price as a Tesla.
Facts.
And they losing 75% of what the car costs to make. It's just putting pressure on the competition. When the other competitions say, hey, we need Call of Duty to be able to make things work. We need that extra money so we can help sponsor our games that we want. Oh, now our companies that we got that we love so much, now we're going to make all y'all start making games as a service. Why? Because that pressure getting put on us. We don't have the Game Pass. I mean, we could, but we don't want to put first party day and date. So all this stuff is happening with Microsoft, it's not that Microsoft's trying to take over the whole industry. Microsoft is just trying to solidify their place. Microsoft doesn't have to knock somebody down for them to be up high. Where they are right now.
You mean like Sony did Sega?
That's what I'm saying. Right now, Microsoft is setting the tone, and by them setting the tone and doubling down, all the industry's competition is going to go down because they're trying to meet where they are. And they're just going to shine. So I'm happy for it. As gamers, we're happy for it. Puts more stuff in Game Pass. And like they said, Xbox gamers want everything in Game Pass so they don't have to pay for games. Duh. But as you can see, we're still putting money into the service. We're still buying games. Yeah. What, stupid? You want to buy? You want to spend all your money on everything?
Bro.
No, we want to pay $70.
Like, right? Like,
We want to pay $70.
that shit's crazy.
If that's like, I got Netflix.
Doing that?
Yeah, I got Netflix, but then every movie Netflix put out, I want to buy all those movies as well. No, I got a subscription. I'm not buying the movie too. I just want to watch it. I'm hit the button, watch it. That's what's about to happen.
Facts.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of them.
Because I'm telling you, half you people out here
Amazon
that
Prime.
be saying stuff on Twitter, man. Y'all have Netflix. You not no movie buyer like me. See, I buy hard copies because I'm a collector. You ain't buying the next movie, Extraction 2 on Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray. No, you're gonna.
I buy certain ones.
And you're gonna. I'm talking about the average person. Average. Because it's the average person that's out here making these idiotic statements. You're not gonna go out here and spend your money on a movie you could watch on Netflix. Oh no, I'm not gonna watch it on Netflix. I'm gonna go spend $29.99 at Best Buy. You're not doing that. So, but you want to spend $75 on a game that's in Game Pass because you want to support the devs, even though when the game go to Game Pass, they already got the check. Make it make sense. Like my boy Scrub said, clowns, talk to me.
Yes.
Microsoft doubling down. They coming for Sony neck. They ain't playing.
No, they're not playing. Satya Nadella, man, like he knows what he's doing. Phil knows what they're doing. This was a corporate strategic plan for like a long time. So I'm just very happy to see it all come to fruition, and I'm excited for the future of Microsoft and Xbox.
Microsoft has won.
They have a future plan. I think Sega's going to be next, man. I think Sega's next on that block with acquisitions, and I don't care if the industry is not happy about Microsoft acquiring other stuff until they reach.
They was happy about Final Fantasy 16 being exclusive to PlayStation.
Well, that's because they're not.
That's what they said at IGN. Ryan McCaffrey said that was good for business.
They don't be asking no questions when Sony
no questions.
Down something, bro.
The media bias is crazy.
Move. It was a great move.
Great move.
It wasn't a great move though when Microsoft got Tomb Raider. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
wasn't a great
It was a horrible move, right?
It wasn't a great move when they got that when they had Dead Rising with Frank West on the cover. Remember that?
Yep.
This was blasphemy. But soon as they get an exclusive, that's a third party. Oh, this is great for the industry. Y'all hypocrites. F all of y'all main so-called media outlets. F y'all. Anyway.
No, but I just
full of shit.
think that people need to stop complaining because Microsoft has the right to compete on the same level as Tencent, right? And they're not even close to being the same amount as Tencent has or Sony. So Microsoft can keep acquiring as far as I'm concerned. And all these people that sit there and pocket watch and they're like, well, I'm going to call the FTC and I'm going to tell that. Go ahead with yourself, man. Like, Microsoft's got the legal team. We've seen it. Everybody who said, oh, yeah, Microsoft's going to bend the knee to the CMA. I told you they weren't. I told you they were going to keep going. I'm always right anyway. But I'm just a clown. What do I know?
Facts. PK, Microsoft doubling down, keeping the boot on the ant. Talk to me. What can Sony, and I want to hear a rebuttal. What can Sony do to combat these moves? Because we're going to get into another topic that's crazy.
They can introduce their music and their movies into their subscription.
They did that already.
Crunchyroll is part of PlayStation Plus. Come on.
Oh,
man.
no, they didn't do that, but they definitely made a
All right,
service
so
that
when
you
they
could
start-
pay separately for the
You
music
do
and
that,
movies.
that's a game changer. You know what I'm saying? You do that, that's how you do it. Or give discounts for Netflix or something being part of PlayStation Plus.
Better hope
Uh,
Microsoft don't buy them.
You know, since Steam and Netflix got a close deal or something. You know. I don't know. I think I think the whole thing is since they had this huge restructuring, I just think that Japan is they don't deal with change that well, and they don't deal with they just want to they want to give you what they want you to have, not what you want to have, and that's what Nintendo been doing forever, and that's what PlayStation's mindset is too. The only difference was the dude that just fired. He had a different vision, which was working. Now they fired him, so now they're gonna go back to what they were been doing because they don't understand change, bro. Like I don't know. I hope that they get their stuff together because I don't want to see them go under. You know.
Facts. I didn't buy a PlayStation 5 in VR for it to go under. And yes, next week I'll be streaming that Ghostbusters VR. So come join me for those streams. I'm making an announcement at the end of the show. I'm making an announcement in the show why I haven't really been streaming too much, besides just not working and being in the hospital. But Super G, Microsoft doubling down. How do you feel?
Fantastic. Because that means
you see
more
that
stuff
smile
coming
on
to
his
Game
face?
Pass.
The
That
teeth
means more
is
stuff
white.
coming to Game Pass, bro. That's all it means.
Facts.
Like, I'm a subscriber. My account, it doesn't expire until like 2027 or something. Like, I ain't got nothing to worry about, so just bring it on. Give it all to me. I'll save some money. I'll buy some stuff. I'll buy even more stuff. I'll still save some money. So, and I'm going to play everything. So it's all good.
Now
and
listen.
for those that said 2027, I don't think they'll be announcing a doubling down 3 years away from that. Like,
Facts.
that doesn't sound right. We're doubling down, but we only got our time frame to 2027. So, it sounds
Well,
like
I'm gonna
some
say this, man.
bullshit.
With Microsoft, and I hope PlayStation feels the pressure of this, and we're gonna talk about them later. They need to start putting their games day and date. They need the support from the community that caps for their games first party to actually play them on a consistent basis. They need to get their games of service in line, but it looks like Microsoft is here to stay. They're not playing games, right? You know, after the Don Magic era, it was a revamp of the company, the structure, the vision, and they're moving in the direction of the gamer. Now, everybody wants to make money. They're not your friend, but the deal that Game Pass presents is amazing. The day and date is amazing. The third party day and date, which of course these third party companies get a check for that. So you do support the developer because everything is not proof of purchase no more. Sometimes it's retention that they get paid from just from you having the game on. Like certain rappers get paid for how many times their songs are streamed. It's the same concept for video games. So you got to get out that mindset of Spiderman brought up Horizon has 30 million players. Horizon 5. That's crazy for a racing game to have that size of a community. That's the size of some of these shooters communities. So everything is not black and white like it used to be. You get paid so many different ways and you have to get out that mindset. So right now, Phil Spencer's vision and the team over there, it's working. Game Pass is working. It's on a continual growth. Starfield generated $1 billion for a game that hit Game Pass. You're not supposed to hit $1 billion. I'm sorry. They did it. That's what Halo Infinite did. That's what Gears does. That's what Forza does. They're $1 billion franchises. And for Forza to be a new IP, come out in Game Pass subscriptions go up, and still generate $1 billion is unheard of. So whatever they're doing over there, it seems to be working. If you prefer a different platform, listen, it's an easy entry level, $300. Get your Series S. It could be your second backup system. It don't got to be your main. but don't deny yourself because of a different platform, these deals and sales that we have. And hopefully Sony can step their game up and bring it to fruition to really want to challenge Microsoft, because we're going to get into this a little later, but I think there's something going on at Sony that people are not recognizing that we've seen in the industry. So now we're going to move on to something in Sony that we found out. Connie Booth was fired. The devs was mad about games as a service. Now, you know, Sony is notorious for canceling games, canceling franchises that they try to make as a games as a service. We have Resistance. We have, damn, what's the other one, man? The Halo Killer. Damn, keep forgetting the damn name. What was the Halo Killer called?
Did it get killed by Halo? Yeah.
Of course it did.
You talking about Destiny?
No. The
Killzone?
PlayStation Killzone. You know, try to make games service. They try to make that racing game, the Crash Destruction Derby games as a service.
All-Star Destruction.
All-Star, right? Which I thought was a fun game, but of course the PlayStation community didn't support it. And now I'm gonna bring up some numbers of games that's being supported by PlayStation fan base that are not PlayStation games. Number 1, we have Fortnite. Number 2, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, Saints Row, NBA 2K, Apex Legends, Minecraft, NBA 2K24, Call of Duty, Cold War, and Mortal Kombat. These are the top games played in September. Now, with these type of numbers and retention being made by the gaming community, these are none of these titles are PlayStation titles. Helldivers, I will be diving into that because it reminds me of Starship Troopers. But this is where Sony is truly lacking. After you beat a Spider-Man, you beat The Last of Us, you know, you beat these what's the other one with the zombies? Somebody help me out. When he's riding around on an invisible motorcycle by mistake because it was a glitch. We just said it, PK.
Days Gone.
Days Gone. Those games for the first month, they reached the top 10. We're not even talking about number 1. They reached the top 10 as being played. And after that month, they kind of disappears. So, Scrub, what can Sony do? Because they're forcing devs to do games as a service. We know Factions has been canceled or highly rumored to be canceled. I was a original Faction player. I thought the game was excellent, but people play checkers more than chess. So the game was really strategic. Kind of like the finals I played last night. Shout out to my team over there, J Rock and my man Beast. That's not gonna make an indent in multiplayer because you have to think a lot. It's a thinking type game. You know what I'm saying? It's more like Super G said. People like Horizon more than Forza Motorsport because it's not simulator. So with that being said, what do you think about the whole Connie Booth firing and the devs being pissed off about games as a service?
Well, when you tout, we play cinematic third-person over-the-shoulder cutscene video games, yeah, these folks going to be mad when you try to throw monetization because the monetization not even in the game. So you're going to throw something in there that they don't even develop for. Also into games that they don't even want to play. Isn't that the same reason why Bungie left Xbox? Because they was tired of doing Halo and they wanted to do something else. Okay, so that's one. But what I really want to if you look at this board, this is going to be my number 3 part that I said from the beginning when we heard ABK was going to be bought by Xbox. I said, number 1, yes, the deal's probably going to go through. But 2, I said, Call of Duty will never be exclusive. It's crazy. They would lose too much money. But I said once it does go into Game Pass, you're gonna start seeing folks moving. And I'm not saying folks gonna drop their place because what happened when PlayStation got their marketing? Folks started leaving Xbox. They started leaving Xbox too because it was the marketing, but yeah, it just happened to happen right at 2013 as well. But you got the marketing. That's when you got, you get this extra operator. You get this beta early. You get to play the game early. And Call of Duty players will go when they can get any kind of advantage over the rest of anybody else. Plus their favorite YouTubers, streamers was having a PlayStation controller. So you got all these folks who've been, let's say, for the last 10 years, maybe started at 7 years old. That's all they know is PlayStation because of this. But tell me why, out of the top 10 games, of course, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, why is another Call of Duty that's on there that is from 2 Call of Duty games before? They had Modern Warfare, then Modern Warfare 2. How the hell is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War still in the top 10 above first party?
Let me ask you this. This is even worse.
Because
But hold
okay,
on.
yeah, go ahead.
This is even a bigger stab. Saints Row just hit PlayStation Plus. Look where that's at.
Mm-hmm.
And that game is not great. So you trying to tell me people are playing Saints Row more than the first party games because it hit Plus? Come on.
People don't play first parties. When everybody go, oh, it's all about exclusive. Yes, it is about exclusives. Exclusives do matter. But for the general population, remember how folks started buying PlayStation 2s and PlayStation 3s because they had a DVD player and they could play movies in it.
That's right. Because it was cheaper than a DVD player at the time.
It was
$1,200 for a DVD player.
That's right. It was cheaper than a DVD player, and then when it got to the 3s and 4s, it was cheaper than getting a Blu-ray player.
Facts.
That's why most folks don't. Remember when Wii U came out? Guess what? The most played game on the Wii U of all time every freaking year. It was the damn sports game where you had the bowling in the back because they weren't sitting there buying all these other Nintendo games.
Right.
It was grandma and grandpa or friends having a drinking night on Saturday night and having fun and throwing out their arm trying to strike somebody out. This is obvious. You can see that. Now, if you go to Xbox, there's a good chance that a lot of these games, Madden, your Fortnites, your Call of Duties, are going to be on there too. But you can send me out of the top 10. None of yours are going to hit that top. I also laughed too when King David said the reason why the number's so low on your first party because all them scalpers still got all them consoles. Because there's just numbers do not match up. It has to be. You can go all these scalping sites and still get PS5. The folks are not getting the consoles. Somebody has a warehouse full. The numbers aren't matching up.
Mute your mic, man.
When you got less than 10% of people playing your first party studio games, there's a problem.
But you don't see a big problem on this list right now? I want everybody to look at this list if you got it pulled up. Everybody in the chat, Microsoft has a first-party studio game on PlayStation's console.
And now they got 3.
Minecraft is number 7.
That's why you don't take Call of Duty off and make it exclusive for this reason. And the people are going to move when there's no edge on having a PlayStation. And they will come to Xbox only when it comes to Game Pass day and date. If it stays just like it is right now, I don't see that much movement. But let Call of Duty go into Game Pass where you're playing day and date for your Game Pass subscription. It's over with.
No, we're going to talk about that later, but that's a fact. Clowns, talk to me. What's going on over there? Sony firing people because devs are talking back to management because they don't want to do games as a service.
That may be what Sony says or the press says, but I think there's other issues over there at Sony of why they're firing people. I honestly think that, I honestly think they spent too much money on lobbying and they didn't set enough money aside to continue some of their projects and other things. And then, I don't think Japan's happy with factions and games as a service. And I just think it just threw all the Sony devs in a loop. And Sony was so mismanaged. Nobody was doing any oversight. And that's why we got Spider-Man 2 with bugs. I mean, it's just face it. It all comes back down to this. It all comes back down to finances, where Sony put the priorities. And maybe they fired Connie because they couldn't afford any higher retirement for her if she kept staying at the company. there's always another side to every story, right? It's never just clear cut and dry. Like Sony's version is probably not correct. The dev's version is probably not going to be the truth. It's always somewhere in the middle. And when things happen, it comes down to finances, their quarterly reviews, investors, and what Big Papa Japan says as well. We know they still got a grip over there at PlayStation America. We know they got a grip.
Okay. PK, you want to chime in on this? You and Super G, talk to me. You finished crunching over there?
I agree with Clowns. I ain't got nothing to do with nobody complaining. It's all about money. That's always the motivator. So they spent too much on Ryan's flights, and now that they can't use Call of Duty to fund their stuff, and now they're kind of upset about it. You know what I'm saying?
They're in a position where they're like going back to the drawing board, dude, and they're scrambling. They don't know what the hell's going on. They don't know what they're doing. This part of the playbook wasn't exposed because they had Phil's playbook, but this part wasn't exposed, bro. So they don't know what's going on.
At the end of the day, they just didn't
uncharted waters.
Yeah, they just didn't expect such a huge blow like this. They no longer have marketing rights. They no longer have any position to negotiate some sort of power structure.
Facts.
I mean, Fantasy
they've been in the lead for so long. They probably just.
Final Fantasy is not moving units. I'm just keeping it 100
at all. They're gonna come out later saying, "Oh, it didn't meet the numbers we were expecting," like they do every other game. Square Enix.
Mm-hmm. But that's their fault, because you don't have to say you sold to Sony. Like that's gonna save you.
And by the time they bring it to the console, ain't nobody gonna own it.
I won't say that, because if they put 7 Remake on Xbox, definitely it's gonna be being bought again.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to this topic here, man. Sarah Bond, Matt Booty being promoted. Matt Booty his lead will be expanded to as president of game content and studios, and Sarah Bond will lead the team as the president of Xbox software and hardware. Now, we know during the ABK case, during the FTC, Sarah Bond went out there and hit the grand slam, made the FTC and Sony look bad. She attacked them lawyers head on. I think she's the perfect individual for this job. It's good to see a woman of color in such a powerful position. It motivates other young black community females to be able to see, listen, we can be successful, because they always look at Michelle Obama or Oprah as the only two like really leading business women out there. So this is another great staple to lead the community in that aspect. I thought this was a proud moment, and to see Matt Booty move up, who was just the president of Xbox underneath Phil, he's definitely has great leadership skills, and it is good to see two people that you support in supporting roles. I'm gonna start off with you, Super G. What did you think about this move, and how does the future look for Xbox in general?
I love the Sarah Bond move. She deserves it. She's been out there kicking ass for the last few years. Matt Booty, I'm not really like a crazy fan of Matt Booty, bro. Like that guy, I don't know, dude. But I'm happy for Sarah, and like you say, for the community, for the African American community, so it's just a good look, and shout out to her for all her hard work. It's been, paid off. So
yeah,
Matt Booty's the one that's still in question to me, dog. I don't know, man. There's still some questionable shit that's gonna come out of Xbox with that man in charge. So I don't know about that one, bro. I'm just saying.
All right. Clowns, what did you think about these two major step up for these two juggernauts in Microsoft?
This is actually a huge thing for the industry, right? Let's not undermine this. First of all, huge round of applause for Sarah Bond here. Sarah has been working very hard in her role. She's been shadowing Phil for a while now, and she gets along. You can tell she gets along with her colleagues. She's a great talker. She's great with consumers and fans as well. She's a gamer on top of that. Like, Phil didn't just choose anybody. He made sure that the person that was going to become the president of Xbox was going to be a gamer, good with the fans,
good with the colleagues, a smart talker, a businesswoman. I mean, she's all of that, right? She's an amazing individual, super talented. And I had the pleasure of seeing her at FanFest 2 years ago, where she went on stage and said how her father got her into video games and how proud she is to be able to work at Xbox, a company that she loved from playing games. So, and she's a go-getter, man. So
yeah,
if you look at the rest of the industry, this is an anomaly, right? We don't see many black female leads at many companies. Okay, so Xbox is setting an example. They're putting their money where their mouth is and said, listen, we believe in inclusivity. We've been preaching inclusivity, and we're going to go ahead and show the world how the video game industry should be more diverse and more inclusive. As far as Matt Booty, I think I don't really study the guy or know much about the guy. You hear about him here and there. He's probably good at what he does because they like him and they promoted him to that extent. And he probably is a go-getter too. I mean, he probably, if a board meeting comes down and they say, hey, okay, Matt, you need to take care of this, he's probably out there taking care of it. And that's why these people keep their roles, right? Mm-hmm. But I mean, can we just be honest here for a second? We know for a long time, Phil's been in Xbox a long time. And I'm not saying he's going to retire anytime soon. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, I think Sarah is going to be the eventual replacement. Yeah, his successor. And I just love the relationship that two have. Like, you could tell, like,
bro, 100%. Everywhere he goes, she's right there, bro. When he travels, she's right there.
And they're always having fun talking to each other. Like, they get along great. Super GI and PK, we saw them together. And I mean, it's just, it's this, like, when you have a good mix, like that energy that the people rub off on each other, positive energy, that's it. Sarah can do that with anybody. Like, you see her walk up to people randomly talking to them. Man, she is so perfect for this. Like, she deserves a lot more praise than just 2 days on Twitter. Like, she deserves like a month of praise for the hard work she's put in and where she's gotten it. And I really do hope this open up doors at even like Sony or other studios where they start putting more diverse leads into positions, female diverse leads, right? Because we see mostly male leads sometimes
all the time.
Sometimes diverse, right? But we need more black female leads. We need more Middle Eastern female leads. We need more diversity in female leads at all the companies.
If they deserve it, give it to them. PK, we're gonna go to you next. Talk to me.
Has anybody seen the board of PlayStation? I'm gonna just say.
Sorry.
No. I'm just asking because I'm trying to find where. Because it's so bright and there's no color. I don't know.
Wow.
If you can tell.
Oh, come on, PK.
Oh my God.
I'm just
PK,
saying.
Can you answer the question?
Hey, wait a minute. Let me just ask. I'm asking the question for understanding. So when I look at the board,
Sony does not have the colors of the rainbow. No.
They don't have any color, right? When you look at the board on PlayStation, then you look at the board on Xbox. You start to ask questions here.
Wow.
Because maybe this is why they don't talk to their people, because we're not their people.
Whoa.
Hold on, PK.
Yo.
Hold on.
Yo, Scrub,
Pause for a second, because I don't think that's necessarily the case. But I think that
you don't.
Hold on.
Oh.
I think it comes down to the culture in Japan.
No. I'm not going to give that a pass.
Where Enix,
there's no culture.
Sony,
Go look at
It look like
anybody in the chat.
That's just a duck.
Anybody in the chat, go look at the board and say who's for the culture. Let's just do a comparison between the Xbox board, chief of staff, just even the chief of staff on the Xbox side, and the chief of staff on the PlayStation side.
So you said PlayStation board?
Generally speaking,
I'm looking right now.
Even the age gap is different, right?
Yeah, the age gap is crazy.
That's crazy to me.
Age gap is crazy over there.
There's an
Anyway,
age
can we talk
gap.
about Sarah Bond and Matt Booty while
yeah.
while
I'm
my
saying,
man
like,
Clowns is
I
looking
think
up what you asked?
I'm looking it up.
Look, I got a screenshot. I can just send it to you. But
Yes.
go ahead and look it up. Hey, listen.
You can send it to
I
me
think
too. Send it
it's
to me
an
on
awesome
Twitter.
thing. I
Send it to
think
me
it's
on
an
Twitter.
awesome thing that she got her upgrade. I mean, I'm saying this for Sarah Bond because, yo, reason that she put in that work in Japan to get those relationship built. She was the forefront on a lot of communication when it
Yes.
comes to relationship building, right? So that's a big deal when it comes to leadership. It's being able to talk to vendors, being able to deliver on things and get them buy-in, right? Get the buy-in going. Because there was no buy-in because, PlayStation's contracts just kind of stranglehold the industry.
So PK, I looked at their board. I will tell you that,
Don't
there's
even no. Yeah,
there's
yeah.
Asian, hold on.
Of course there is.
There's Asian diversity, which you don't
Of
see
course there is. What are you talking
But,
about? I'm just saying, do you see any color?
No.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. And there's an age gap, right? They're like 50 years older than the entire Xbox board.
Yeah, well, that's probably why they're out of touch with consumers.
That's not it. That's not all. That's it. Come on,
And
now.
they don't
This
play
is-
games.
Yeah, they don't play games.
Yo,
That's
this
part of
board-
it.
This
If they did,
board,
Spider-Man 2 wouldn't
Yo.
have bugs.
Yo,
if
I'm
you said
trying.
this board was down with Yakuza,
Yo, yo, I'm just saying. If you guys
I'm not
did
going there.
a
I'm not going
comparison, you
Wow.
would be looking at it like, wow.
I'm not going. I'm gonna leave
Not
that
only
alone.
when you look on this side, there's no color over here, but the age gap, like what?
Anyway,
Who's these
come
guys?
on, we gotta move on. We got one more topic
Yo.
after this. Come on, PK,
Okay.
man.
Go ahead, go ahead.
You done assassinated the hell out of their board. Which it's really the truth. It's definitely lopsided. It's lopsided.
Yeah.
God damn, that was lopsided. Yeah,
Square
it's bad.
Enix 2 then, right? I mean, Square Enix 2.
Ooh. Scrub. How did you feel about
even
these
even
step-ups?
Sir X-Man said Satya is all you add in
Yeah.
Satya as well.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
And
then
he's
you
the
got
chairman.
heads of studios, yeah, and then you got new head at not Xbox at 343 over development. But here's the thing with Sarah Bond being president, I give her all the kudos in the world because what was her
Facts.
job before she became president?
She was
It
the
was acquisitions
Yeah.
for Game Pass.
Yep.
Could we not say for the last couple of years we have not been getting quality stuff coming in the Game Pass,
Facts.
third party, first party, whatever?
That's what I'm saying.
Even games that we got and you would buy, and
Persona.
then 3 weeks later it would end up in Game Pass to the
Yep.
point where folks would just say, "Well, I'll just
Start
wait. 'Cause
waiting.
eventually it's going to come to Game
right,
Pass."
Right.
Yeah. So
Spoiled.
definitely spoiled. So what she has done, she definitely deserves it. When you choose a successor, do you usually choose a successor who thinks totally different from you and is just going to dissolve all the hard work you've done for the last 20, 30 years?
No.
No. That was a rhetorical question. Hell no. You put somebody in there that is going to carry on the things that you won't have enough time to finish and then move things forward.
Facts.
When does
Everybody-
PlayStation start choosing successers? Because they just keep firing people.
That's all they do. The
Yeah, this
same
guy's
folks in
the
charge,
worst.
they just hire another figurehead. But everybody sees Sarah Bond up there and she got that big old smile and welcome everybody to our showcase. Sarah Bond smiling and cheesing just like Phil was smiling and cheesing when he took over and everybody was saying Phil a nice guy. Sarah Bond don't play. I have the utmost feeling being raised by a black mama that Sarah Bond got a great smile, but Sarah Bond don't play. And I think she will be able to have that same vigor as far as I want to get this. I want to build us stronger and stronger where Xbox division will never be taken down. So I'm definitely happy about that. Kind of like Super G said, I love Matt Booty. as far as him being in the position and being somebody that everybody's cheering for. But there have been some slip ups under his watch over all the studios we had before. Now you're going to throw in ABK as well. Oh, that's to me, that's too much for one person to review and follow all those studios. Maybe if you had, of course, he has some people under him that he supervises and helps him out with it. But God, that is a lot. I
mean,
hope
if he start acting crazy, he can be terminated.
yes, he can. Just like
He ain't gonna let him bury the ship. Not after all his work.
I mean, yeah, because it was like there's been a lot of hard working, and you don't want all of that to go to waste, putting that many studios and that many games under one person. So I hope they know what they're doing. I'm happy for both of them, and it's just because I was thinking maybe before they announced it, they might put Mikey Barr over like Activision and Blizzard and leave Matt Booty over the studios he had. That's what I was kind of had in my head. But maybe Mike said, look, I already been Microsoft team, whatever before. Let me just stick with Blizzard, what I'm used to. I don't know. Who knows?
Only reason he left because of his next position up is held by Aaron Greenberg. Aaron ain't going nowhere.
Right. So I'm happy for him. Let's see what the future holds.
Okay. Super G, did you touch on this? No, you didn't. Touch on this, bro. Before we get into Phil's view on the ABK interview.
Hey, I don't even know what we're talking about. I ran away to the restroom, bro. My bad.
Sarah Bond,
we was just talking about.
Oh, I did talk about that then. I did.
We was talking about the board.
Yeah, you did. All right.
We're talking about the board of PlayStation.
Oh,
Don't
Nope.
Facts. We're going to the last topics, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for everybody that's
coming in
still
here with his
here.
own topics.
All 42 people in here. Shout out to y'all in the chat, man. Y'all been awesome. Now, we got some bright lights to be shining. Mr. Phil Spencer had an interview where he talked about the closure of the ABK deal, the future of when titles will be dropping in Game Pass. He said, and I'm going to generally quote him, that these games will be coming to Game Pass, being that we had a short span of a window of the closure. We're looking at 2024 to be the year of when they will be dropping games in Game Pass. He also stated that they will be revisiting, bringing up and making older beloved titles, and several other comments he made. So I'm going to start with my guest, Mr. Clowns, the House of 1,000 Corpses. Happy Halloween, people. Talk to me. What did you think about this interview, and what did you take from it?
Well, first, I'm sorry to do this to you, Lemon. I just want to go back a little bit because there's something I want to say to the audience that's listening right now.
Why are you going to do it to me, though?
Well, because
Pause.
Educating everybody. I'm educating. So everybody not a lot of people know where Sarah Bond comes from. And I just want to let you know that she also worked at T-Mobile. She was responsible for reducing $1 billion in operational costs. She's also the one that developed the on-carrier strategy. She also is a board member on a company that does subscription businesses, launches them. So I just want to say this is why Sony's scared. They're looking for their Sarah Bond. They're just not going to find one. Now, anyway, back to this ABK interview.
But they got to have color first, clowns.
Wow.
Listen. They can find that square. So
they don't do color either.
But that's why it's their games diverse and inclusive, bro. Because you find different people from different walks of life.
I can see why they get a lot of favors from Square, though. Board meetings.
Sorry. So we're talking about the Phil Spencer Xbox podcast interview.
Yes.
Okay. So I think on there he was pretty direct that he was excited for the ABK acquisition to finally close. To an extent, there's still other legal stuff that they got to go through to whatever on the back end. He was excited to meet up with the studios in Sweden and in California. And I just think that Phil has this air of happiness around him, right? Some people look at it like maybe he's confident now or whatever, but I don't think that. I think Phil is always an analytical thinker, and he's just happy that something during his legacy so far has been completed, and he's showing that happiness because at the end of the day, yes, it's good for Microsoft, obviously, for the future and what they could put into their services. But for us gamers, we're very fortunate that if we are in a subscription service or if we can't afford to buy games and we pay monthly for a subscription service, we now are going to have access to a lot more. And I think that's something that Phil is just happy about, man.
Okay. Scrub, you've been a great guest, brother. Talk to me. Phil interview.
Appreciate it.
Talk to me.
Yeah, I saw the interview. I think it's a great fit. Like Clown said, yeah, let's wait till next year. Trust me, we got plenty of games to play for the rest of this year to worry about games and Game Pass. I think we can last for 2 months before games start trickling in to Game Pass. Whole entire Call of Duty library.
No
Also,
bias there. No bias.
yeah, all of the rest of the games as well. But like I said, this is my last prediction because I'm no way in the industry or anything, or know anybody that's in the industry. I'm just looking straight up at business and what I see as the players and what the players want. Phil, they even asked him a question, Call of Duty, what is it going to be like for other things? He said, I don't see us like before. You didn't have on the beta, you had to wait a week, or you had this costume or this operator went to one before the other. He gonna keep it straight across the board. Everybody gets to play the game, which is fair. For us who play Call of Duty, play Activision game, nothing will change. The only thing that will change, and we've already seen this before, is when you want to play MLB The Show, one console doesn't have to pay a dime other than a subscription, and the other console has to pay $70. As we see right now, when we pulled up those numbers earlier, the top 10 games, like I said, Cold War is a 3-year-old game, and that's still in the top 10 of played games, along with Modern Warfare 2. Explain that to me. So if you put now that there's an Xbox Game Studios, 3 of your top 10 on that list are Xbox Game Studios on a PlayStation console. When you start getting a mind share of stuff, when you start seeing the Call of Duty League get played every year with the professional Call of Duty players, and you start seeing Xbox, the new game, Xbox. Folks, Xbox. Random people come to you all the time because they know you're on podcasts and you play video games and go, hey man, I saw that such and such game. It's only on PlayStation, right? And you're like, no, it's on all the consoles and PC. Why do people think it's only on PlayStation? Because they see the damn commercial and it says PlayStation at the end of it.
Yeah, no, you got to do that again. You're going to have to do that again.
That don't sound American. That don't sound American.
Sounded kind of French. PlayStation.
That's how it sounds on the commercial. PlayStation. And they do all the little sounds on it.
I'm gonna clip that.
So just see when you see an Xbox on there, and you're saying everywhere when it's saying Xbox, even though it'll be on PlayStation, the commercial's gonna say Xbox because they have the marketing rights back. And then, like I said, when you get stuff where you can pay it for, would you rather pay for your Call of Duty for $15 or for $70? And say, no, I love having a $100 edition. Well, guess what? If you got the $15 Game Pass, your $100 edition is only $30. When that move happens to Game Pass, if allow it, I'm just telling you, if that happens and it's in Game Pass day in date, even if it's 2 weeks after when the game comes out, folks will move. Because as you're seeing, the folks are only playing where they have the advantage for their multiplayer games. That PlayStation list was all multiplayer games. So, and Phil's saying we welcome you to play anywhere. Now you're gonna talk about adding in Switch players as well, and we know it's on PC. It's just more money. How make me think of that Wayne's bro? More money, more money, more money.
Facts.
And then you can fund that for whatever else you need to do. I mean, King is already printing money. King can print money for half of the studios you got already going on.
Facts.
Just for mobile. And then he was already talking about stuff he wants to bring back, and he wants to listen to the different developers and see what they want to bring back along also with the games and the new games they're already doing. So I'm excited. I would love to see Guitar Hero come back.
I want DJ
Band
Hero.
Yes, I definitely want DJ Hero.
Hell
I want DJ Hero second after Band Hero because I want to play drums. But DJ Hero 2 was one of my favorite rhythm games. I can still hear American Boy with Estelle and Kanye in my head right now. But there's so many other games that can be played. I'm just excited for it, and I think Phil did a good job just explaining to the people who want to listen to it when stuff is coming on and what's his kind of future for Xbox. So it's a bright future.
PK, talk to me, man. Phil's interview. Then we're gonna go to Super G, and then we're gonna do our outros.
Okay, so I think it's dope. And he's freeing all the Toys of Bob and High Moon Studios to stop being support for Call of Duty and actually make games they want to make. Let's bring back the Transformers, War and Fall of Cybertron, and let them finish that trilogy, please. Hasbro wants it. The fans wants it. Let's get it done. Also, we want the Spirals and the Crashes to come to Game Pass. Come on, man. Let's get that done. Let's also make new games for that. Hey, I would rather my daughter play a Spyro game than daggone Roblox, bro. Let's just do that.
Facts.
And bring back High Moon Studios is perfect to resurrect MechAssault.
Yes, facts. Super G, talk to me, man. What did you think about this interview? And are you excited? And I know you're gonna update your Game Pass to be another year in advance. So talk to me.
And of course, I'm excited. I'm about to save some money and play some old games, bro. Let's go. But yeah, I'm with PK, dude. We need to see some of these old titles return, dude. I want to see a remaster for that Wolverine game, dude. Like, man, I don't care. Up-res it, do what you need to do. But that game was so cold. It was ahead of its time, bro. Like, that was one of my favorite games. And what, Deadpool. There's a bunch of games they can bring back, bro. And they should just give them look for them to get like
prototype
a
in the chat too.
Prototype was alright. I ain't gonna knock it. Whoever won it, give it to them too, right?
Right.
But I want to see like some other stuff. I think they should get some. Now they should get some superhero IPs, right? Like give them X-Men or something. Let them do something with that, dude. Like I don't know. I'm excited, bro, because a lot of devs coming on, and like PK said, getting towards Bob to do their games, High Moon to do some of the Transformers stuff, especially after the new Transformers movie. Like Transformers gonna be on a high right now, so yeah, dude, there's more games. For Xbox fans who, after all those years of hearing, Xbox has no games. Now we have the absolute most games, bro. We don't have enough time to play these fucking games.
But you don't got enough space on your hard drives either.
That too.
A lot of people gonna be using xCloud. Facts. Yo, listen, man, y'all been excellent. Everybody on the panel been excellent. Shout out to the goddamn chat. Y'all been awesome, man. Give yourselves a round of applause for being so awesome every weekend. We'll be back next weekend, man. It'll be in November. We'll be close to. I got greens, beans, tomatoes. Let's go. We're about to get it popping. Thanksgiving time. My favorite time of the year is eating. Facts. Chat, y'all been awesome. Thanks everybody for pulling up. Scrub Nurse, where can they find you besides putting bodies down and the smackdown in Call of Duty?
Yep. Head of the Pew Pew Gang. Let's go. You can find me on Twitter at Scrub Nurse with a number 3 behind it. So Scrub Nurse 3. Also Twitch, where I will stream Call of Duty from time to time at Scrub_Nurse. And then tomorrow and every Sunday, or as most Sundays as we can be, you can find me on Gaming Beyond the Box. That's 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Come check us out. Me, Wilmy, and the rest of the crew. We talk about games, goof off, and it doesn't. It could go anywhere where we're talking about. We like to have fun, goof off, and if you got to be just such a big a console warrior, please come out and listen. But we really don't have to deal with all that. We just talking about games and having fun. I appreciate y'all letting me have. Shout out to the replay gang, and I'll check y'all on the next go round.
Clowns, House of a Million Corpses. Good to have you back, brother. What's good with you? Where can they find you? You know you got your partner on here. And you also can find my guest links in the chat to the Twitter spaces in the description. Clowns, where they can find you, man? What you got coming up next? What big interviews you got?
They can find us at the Fun House. Oh, Xbox Fun House. Game Pass train. Woo, woo, little train. Woo, woo. No, they, 4GQ TV. We got an interview lined up with a guy who was part of the House committee that investigated the MLK Jr. situation and the JFK situation. He's coming on to talk to us. He's going to tell us things that he can talk about. He works some covert ops for the government as well, so only what he can discuss, of course, but we're going to do that live so chat can ask questions to him. And we also have an interview coming up with the original voice actress of Tomb Raider. And Majestic Mayhem is going to have Andrea Renee come on sometime in November, I believe. Working out the schedule, but yeah. So that's all on 4GQ TV. Check it out.
All right. The most electrifying YouTuber on the planet, Mr.
Oh, you got it wrong.
Hey, Thigh Master.
PK, you gonna let him get it wrong? Because you always correct me.
Listen, I don't got the energy right now because we just slipped past a whole lot of stuff.
The most electrifying man in all YouTube.
No,
there you go.
no. Nah. Listen. Dragon's Den, come see me. You know what I mean? And then come see me on 4GQ TV. And then come see me if you want to play something. Hey, listen, I'm about that life.
It's about that thigh life. Watch your mouth out here.
Because I don't limit myself to generations, and I'm able to play other games. I feel sorry for my PlayStation brothers who don't buy exclusives. They just play Fortnite and Apex and all that. There's another world if you want to try it on the other side. It's not against the law either. Trust me, you won't go to jail. And matter of fact, it's not even required for you to have a console. You know what I mean? And you can bring your own controller. Just go ahead and try this Game Pass out. Change your life. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation Plus is not where it's at.
He said it'll change your life.
And it's cheaper too.
He did. No,
It's a different world.
Said that.
You done, PK? So we go to Super G.
Yeah, we good. Super G, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Hey, you guys already know where to find me. Super_G. That's everywhere. Twitter, freaking Xbox, PlayStation, wherever you want to play. Find me here next week. Shout out to the panel that showed up. Clowns, ICP for life. Escrow, of course.
No,
my guy PK over there smacking away on his 8-piece all thighs.
Eating crackers and peanut butter.
That extra crispy.
Hey, I love the chat. Y'all catch y'all later, man.
Yeah, was you really excited? Was you excited, PK, when Wingstop added thighs?
Eight-piece lemon pepper thighs.
Oh, damn, man. And you...
He went there and asked for thighs flat.
Damn, I got to take my antibiotics. Damn.
See, that's
Listen,
what you
man.
Get. That's what you
can
get.
find us here every Saturday, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, man. Clowning, having a good time, giving the news that you need to hear, not the news that you want to hear. Because this is what we do here, man. We give y'all the facts. I always try to bring on good guests that give you good information. Please excuse my man PK, my PlayStation brothers. He can't help himself. But we will see y'all in the next show next week. And let me make an announcement. I have ordered something I've been waiting for to be made for 2.5, 3 years. Well, really 3 years. I got an HDMI 2.1 capture card coming. And so yes. And I have not been streaming it because I want to play at 120 frames per second. And I didn't want to be locked into switching, pulling out HDMIs. So finally,
it's a headache too.
2.1 is into the building. I'm excited. So I will be streaming more. Plus with my brother Scrub Nerds, because you know in Call of Duty, anybody wants some smoke, we got free smoke to give. You know what I'm saying? Puff, puff, pass. We'll give you that work. We will give you that work.
November 10th.
I will be streaming more. It will be more a mature stream. You know, little cursing, little drinking, little having a good time. You know, doing what we do. But that's why I ain't really been streaming. Bring your kids. They might learn how to kill people. But
on the video game.
On the video game. Yeah, you gotta say all of it. People, you didn't say video game. You said kill people. So multiplayer action. That's what we're gonna do here. So I'll be streaming more, and you can stream in 120, but I'm gonna stream in 60 because it's just crazy. I don't need to do all that. But that's why I haven't been streaming. I've been holding out, so it'll be here on the 1st. I'm happy. Scrub, I'm very happy. Very excited.
Yes, sir.
But that's why I've been streaming. I will see you on the next show, and we will be doing different things. I will be definitely streaming, not this week coming, but the following week. I'll be doing Ghostbusters on PlayStation VR. Come join me for that. I'm trying to find some friends over there that have the game. It's really like pulling.
That's a hard picking.
Yeah. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to make some new friends, and maybe in the game. But it's an interesting game. I wanted to stream it for Halloween.
You might have to go to Xbox and do a group search on Xbox to get it on PlayStation.
Wow. So he don't stop. But thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's been awesome to have everybody here. Bring your game and not your name. And we will see y'all in the next